All right, today's drawing, I actually wanted to do something a little different. I decided to just do kind of a face. Normally I'll have a full character and have all of those things, but I wanted to kind of have this face to show that those same principles that apply to a full figure drawing apply to even within that figure drawing. So I'm just doing this face. And so I had this idea in my head of this bumpy nose. I don't know if you've seen a bunch of stuff by what's his name? Jorge Gutierrez. He did Book of Life and Maya and the Three, and he has these weird bumpy noses occasionally in his characters. It's really weird and really abstract. I really like it because he's kind of pushing some things out there. So that was the main idea. But I wanted to go in, and so even though there are some big, medium, and small shapes, within there are big, medium, and small shapes as well. Something like the width between the eyes. Sometimes, like our eyes as human beings are actually spaced pretty evenly. You know, there's an eye width between our eyes. Like you could fit one eye in between your two eyes. And so that's kind of a regular spacing. That is your boom, 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 regular spacing. Everything's kind of normal. And so to push that, you know, you can push those eyes real far in and kind of bunch it up together to kind of create that variety of shape, or to make it look just a little odd. You can pull them out too far. So the basic idea with this guy was to kind of even crowd this stuff up at the top of his head as well. So it's not an evenly spaced eyes, nose, mouth, chin. You know, you have this really large space there for the chin, for the beard area. There's your big shape. The nose then being your medium shape, and the eyes being that small shape in there. Went in with the teeth, kind of wanted these bumpy, you know, roundish teeth, kind of comical looking. I could have gone in on those teeth and done some big, mediums, and smalls as well, and really varied those up. But I wanted kind of that just kind of scaling effect that it has there to just kind of get that. That was the feel I was going for. Nothing more than that. So within this shape, you can kind of start breaking it up. Even you can see on the tops of those eyebrows that sometimes they go up just a bit more, or not quite a bit, and they're, you know, the spacing of them, things like that. You just want to vary up those things. The beard. Some of the tufts of hair there are larger, some are smaller. I'm not trying to do a large, small. I'm trying to avoid patterns to keep it natural looking. If things have too many patterns, if they look too manufactured, you know, maybe that's the look you're going for, but a lot of times that can just look wrong. So I wanted it to feel natural, like it's just falling there into these irregular clumps. Another thing I wanted on this drawing was to get a good sense of kind of lights and darks. You know, this guy has some really great dark spaces on the inside of his jowls there, right where his teeth are kind of not pushed it. You know, his teeth are there, but the inside of his mouth, his eyeballs, the hat has some darks to it. And then you have this nice medium ground with the beard. And a lot of this with the beard lines I'm going through and trying to follow the flow of the beard, so that it feels like, you know, instead of just coloring it in and shading it in, it's actually creating those strands of hair as well, and kind of giving the feel of what's going on there. As I do these lines, like that top line there, solidified that, made sure that's a nice straight line, a strong line. I'll go in on a lot of the outlines, strengthen those up now that I get them. So as I build up this whole drawing, things just get darker and darker, more and more sure. At the beginning, you know, it's time to go light. That way, if you make those mistakes or need to redraw over something, pretty easy to erase over it at that point. At this point, if I were to change his nose, it would be pretty difficult to erase because the lines are in there a bit too dark and deep. So now I'm going to go in and just keep moving around the drawing, adding in those little details, and you can kind of stop wherever you like. You know, I got this one for a little bit longer here because I just kept seeing, oh, maybe, you know, just those little things. But, you know, things are kind of in place here. Maybe I'll make those eyes just stick out a bit more. You know, shade this in just a bit more, kind of darken up some of those stray hairs, make them look a bit scraggly looking. But it's pretty much there. So just wanted to finish doing those little details. Last little bit on the eyes and the eyebrows, really push up that light and dark. And that will do it. Thanks for watching today's drawing. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment at the bottom if there's something specific you want to see drawn, and maybe it'll make it into a future video.